what I love about this show is that it represents society. It represents the youth of today. It's not pretending to be something that people aren't, and that's what has drawn me to it. I love it.
Well, so many people do. We've got a lot of people who phoned in and want to ask questions. Sarah from Birmingham says, what's going to happen to Warren after murdering Sean? Any ideas?
Well, I think all bad guys have got to get their comeuppance at some point. That's the way, that's the way it works. So, eventually.
Or they could turn around.
Yeah, but I think it's more exciting if he gets his comeuppance, and
Okay.
Just as, Deborah from Suffolk says, is there anyone on set you would like to take out on a date? If yes, who? And where would you take them? Would you make them pay? Let me ask one of the girls.
Definitely make them pay.
Make them pay.
The guy pay. Any one of them, really.
Ah, they're all very gorgeous, that's why. Gerard, this is for you. This is from Gov in London, who says, you recently sang to Mariah Carey. What was that like?
We 4 of the Hollyoaks guys went down and did the Friday Night Project. It was on Mariah's rider, so of course we had to do it. She was actually really, really nice. I would love to sit here and tell you that she was a complete diva, but she wasn't. She was really, really nice.
Well, I could tell you another story, but I won't. That's another show where she was a complete diva, but anyway.
Well, Stephen in Falkirk says, are you comfortable dressing up in women's clothing for the show, and have you ever been tempted to wear women's clothes in everyday life yourself?
When I first started the show, I had real trouble walking in the shoes. And 2 of the girls that I worked with taught me how to walk in. It's just so much fun. I go into work every day and have an absolute blast dressing up in those costumes, have a laugh with all the girls that work in the makeup department, and it's just so much fun.
Good. And when you're out shopping as yourself, do you see things and think, oh, that'd be great for Chris?
I actually do. But the really weird thing is that when you're out in a pub or a club and this really sort of pretty girl comes up and you think, oh, she's coming up to talk to me, she comes up to ask you where you've bought a certain skirt or top or shoes. It's quite strange.
Very strange.
A question here for James, and it's touching on what we already talked about. Are you happy with the storyline that your character Jean-Paul is currently involved with the local priest, Father Kieran Hobbs? Do you think this storyline could ever end happily?
Well, it's a soap, so who knows if it'll ever end happily, but it's not something I think that's been particularly explored in soaps before. It's got, you've got sexuality and you've got religion, and the whole sort of conflict between the two, which isn't something that's touched on very often. So this is what Hollyoaks excels in, is tackling things that other soaps or other shows are particularly shy away from or don't cover. So it's
Would one of you give us a plea for why we should be voting for Hollyoaks for best soap? Who's in charge of this?
You're the loudest.
We were thinking about this earlier, and we have decided that when Hollyoaks decides to axe the dead, we're like Alex Carter and Gemma Bissix. Those actors are then snapped up by other soaps like Emmerdale and EastEnders, but we've still got the best cast, so that's why you should vote for Hollyoaks.
Well done!
Because they're fresh and catty.
Now then, remember, you can vote for Hollyoaks, or indeed any of your other favourite soaps for that matter, in this year's British Soap Awards for Best Soap.
So if you're crazy for Corey, can't get enough of EastEnders, hot for Hollyoaks, potty about the Dales, or never miss your regular appointment with the doctors, then take a look at this.
We're giving you one more chance to vote for the Best British Soap of 2008. Any votes cast now will be added to the current total, so if you've already voted, you don't have to vote again. You can vote for Coronation Street, Doctors, EastEnders, Emmerdale or Hollyoaks. To vote, just call 090 1616 2008 and follow the instructions on the line. Calls cost 35p from a BT landline. Calls from other networks may be higher, and from mobiles may be considerably more. Lines close at 3 p.m. on Friday, the 2nd of May. Votes cast after the closing time will not be counted but may still be charged. You can also vote for free at itv.com/soaps. Tune in to the British Soap Awards on ITV1 on Wednesday, the 7th of May to find out the results. Very good. Now, our Soap Week special continues tomorrow with the cast of Doctors.
Still to come, we've more from the cast of Hollyoaks as they team up with Master Phil Vickery for his Knickerbocker Glory Challenge. Yes, you have been warned. We're right back after this. Welcome back. Still to come today, Phil Vickery and the cast of Hollyoaks and one big old Knickerbocker challenge.
For no reason other than we want to.
It's that time I think we've all been looking forward to. Hollyoaks Claire Cooper, Emma Rigby, James Sutton, Gerard McCarthy, and one big old Knickerbocker glory, and it doesn't get better than that. Here's Phil Vickery to lead the way.
Right, folks, you can have a minute, okay? I'll demo one. You've then got a minute to do exactly what I do. Points will be on presentation and balance, and it's a fabulous prize, okay? Right, here we go. First of all, in the bottom, a bit of Swiss roll in the bottom of your pot. Don't start.
Okay.
Okay. Then I want a spoonful of ice cream. Okay. Spoonful of the other ice cream. Okay.
What flavours have you got there then?
I've got fudge and vanilla. A bit more sponge.
Yeah.
Some nuts.
Oh.
Raspberry sauce, which is here, which is a mixture of raspberries, lemon juice, sugar, and a touch of water. Then we go chocolate sauce. Okay.
Ooh.
On top of there as well. Then we're going to put another ball of ice cream, I think, on top. And then finally, I'm using a blob of whipped cream, but you guys can use squirty cream, which you have in front of you. Two of these on the side, a few more nuts, a bit more sauce.
Oh.
I have to...
And there you go.
Excuse me, I'm going to move down to the end and taste Phil's Knickerbocker glory.
Okay, well, you go
You
and do
now
that.
have 1 minute each, okay?
Hang on, klaxon will sound.
Hang on, wait.
Now, it's gone. Okay, off you go. 1 minute to go.
Thank you. Do you know, I have a question I would like to ask, Phil, because the Knickerbocker glories that I ate as a kid when I went to King's Country Club in Eastbourne, they had jelly in them.
Well, that's not correct.
That's not correct.
Not correct.
So this,
No jelly. Ice
no
cream.
jelly.
No jelly.
No, so I was eating a cheap Knickerbocker glory.
More of that. Just some more mixed nuts on there. Do you think it'll be okay?
I love nuts.
Yeah.
My presentation is absolutely shocking.
It's looking pretty good here, boys, actually. I'm pretty impressed
It's
with
the balance.
Gerard's, but I think it needs to be a bit higher in a minute.
do the taste test.
Balance is looking good. Ooh, look at that. Claire's doing very well. Lots of cream on the top.
Lovely.
Emma's got her chocolate sauce.
Don't forget your squirty cream, kids.
Don't forget the squirt.
Give it a good squirt of cream, guys. There you go.
With chocolate sauce. You have got 5 seconds left.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Well done. Gerard has gone absolutely mad.
Balance.
Right.
I quite like the balance, yeah, on the idea on that one there.
Where would you like to start? With Claire's first?
Let's look at Claire. Claire, that's very good, very impressed. I quite like the chocolate sauce on top, very nice, nicely balanced. Yep, pretty good. Yeah,
Yes.
that's fine.
And then Claire's.
We did Claire, didn't we?
Oh, sorry, Emma's.
Emma, that's, again, see the woman's touch. They paid attention. Not
looks
the
like
lads. Very smart. Yeah, okay,
Right.
Fern.
James.
James, that is pretty good. That is pretty good. And then, oh, well.
Well, this is Gerard's. I mean, this is a bit of
I
freestyle.
quite like Gerard's balanced act. That's very good.
The thing for me, though, it's when you start from the top, it looks luscious, delicious, and then you get down to the bottom, and the bottom's dry.
Yeah.
There's no moist bottom down there.
Ah, well, that's... I thought you might put that out,
you like
John.
a moist bottom.
Right, so I have to pick a winner, don't I?
Okay, should we have a quick taste test as well?
Yeah.
John,
All right.
you're the expert because you love these
Gonna
as
try
a
to get a
child.
bit-
Dig right down and go.
A bit of everything there.
All right, so that's Claire's.
It's a bit tangy with that sauce.
He doesn't know what
Okay.
he's talking about.
It is, I'm telling you the
He doesn't know what he's
truth.
talking about.
Emma.
Okay. Nice balance of nuts and cream.
Yes.
Like that.
James.
Okay. James. I think I'm going to like this one, James.
You flirting?
Am I flirting? I never stop. Actually, you've got a little bit too much sauce too, but it's better than the
And
first
Gerard's.
Gerard, I'm sorry.
one. Gerard, you're crazy. I don't know how the heck I'm
But
just gonna...
I do like a lot of Swiss roll, you see. That's good. Oh. What do you think, mate?
Just for obscenity and it's obscene, I vote this one the best.
Okay,
Right.
but Master Chef has to get
Well,
his
if I was
votes.
in my restaurant, I would say you're all very, very good, and it is extremely close, but it has to be between 2 up here. So, Claire.
Claire! Congratulations! Well, here.
It is your prize. It is a glitter a glitter mixer. But you have to make sure that you share it with your colleagues.
Oh, I will,
Yes,
I will.
you
I know
will.
James will want to use
That's actually going to be better than any soap award.
Look at that, and it works.
Where are you going to put that?
Will it be somewhere? Thank you so much, everybody. Now, the other thing is that it is your birthday tomorrow, Phil.
We are 37.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
And your birthday, and also, isn't it Jimmy White's?
It is Jimmy White, yeah.
And isn't it David Beckham's? You're all around the same time,
Well,
I think.
they're not very famous.
No, but anyway, so it's Phil Vickers' birthday tomorrow. And I can't bake you a cake because I'm useless, so I got a team to do this for Candles. Happy birthday
thank
to
you very
you.
much.
Give it a good
Happy
blow,
birthday to you. There you are.
There you are, look at that.
And there's a little bottle of something in there for you as well.
Thank you, Fern. Thank you very much.
It's a pleasure. Right, that's your birthday sorted out. That's the end of
Is that
that.
it?
What did
Yeah,
you
that's
get?
it.
You.
Oh,
Bottle of
okay.
champagne.
A little bit of champ.
So, Hollyoaks girls, particularly Saturday night, what's she going to be wearing? Because the Soap Awards, although you see them on Wednesday, they are recorded on Saturday night. So, on the purple carpet amongst the glitter, what's she going to be wearing?
We're going long.
Yes, long and gracious.
Long.
What are you wearing?
Can you give us any colour indication?
Yeah, mine's an off-white colour, so it's quite simple and plain.
Very
Mine's
nice.
like a creamy yellowy, goldy colour.
Lovely. And boys, what will you be wearing?
So far, I've only got a waistcoat and a pair of boxer shorts. I'm not doing well.
That's good. You'll get votes.
James?
I've got a nice suit.
A nice suit, because it is a black tie event.
Just a black tie event. Nice
Yes,
little
yes, so
suit.
you've got to wear a
I'm
black
gonna go
tie.
to
too.
mine, so
Listen,
look at that,
thank you all very much indeed. We will be
Thank you.
behind the scenes of the Soap Awards next Tuesday.
Yeah, for all of today's recipes, please visit the website at itv.com. Our call this morning on 0870 333 0550.
Well, that's it for today. But tomorrow, Eamon and Ruth are here, along with Peep Show star Robert Webb. Live music from the Irish band Tipped for the Top, the script. Plus, we have the stars of doctors. They're going to get a thorough medical examination in the finale of our Soap Weeks. And thank you, John.
You're
for
very
another few
welcome.
days.
It's been a
Maybe
great
see you
time.
next week too.
You might do.
Thank you.
You might do.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.